Hello and welcome participants to the self-learned training on ethical code of conduct. You can see a lot of words written on your screen right now, each of them having a separate meaning of their own. But when you take these words collectively, when you take these qualities collectively, it becomes the ethical code of conduct, which we are going to learn about today. But before we proceed ahead with the training, let us see what all we will learn from this training. Few of the things include meaning of ethical code of conduct, some do's and don'ts as per our life cycle, code of ethics for our work cycle, etc. Before understanding what ethical code of conduct is, let us understand a few other concepts such as the code of ethics. A code of ethics is broad, giving employees or members a general idea of what type of behavior and decisions are acceptable and encouraged at a business or an organization. Secondly, is a code of conduct. It is much more focused. It defines how employees or members of an organization should act in a specific situation. So, what does the ethical code of conduct means? It is a collection of rules and regulations that helps us understand what is the expected behavior from an individual. So to simplify it, it includes what is acceptable in an organization and what is not acceptable in an organization. The objective of ethical code of conduct is nothing but to make the employee understand the difference between what is right and what is wrong, and applying this understanding to their day-to-day decisions. We all have heard of the word malpractices, but what does malpractice exactly mean? It is illegal, careless, or dishonest behavior that someone is guilty of in their work in a profession. To simplify it, when someone conducts an illegal, careless, or dishonest act or behavior while being aware of it in their profession, it is known as malpractice. Now, let us take a look at few of the reasons for malpractices. First one is financial problem in life. It so may happen that you are facing a financial crunch in your life. You need money, you need instant cash. In that, you might commit some unethical practice or malpractice to get more money. Lack of appreciation or not getting promotions. This is one more case where malpractices are done a lot. The reason being, when you're working hard enough, when you're giving in your 100%, and even after that, you do not get appreciated for that, you do not get promotion. It happened once, it happens twice. But after a certain period of time, you start to think for yourself rather than for your company. Fourth is pressure to complete targets. When the pressure is too much or the targets are unrealistic, but being the job, you have to complete it. In that case, you try to come up with ways and means to complete the target, and those means and ways can be unethical, illegal, careless, or dishonest. Rebellious personality. Now, this is just a point for some people. In every organization, every team, every group, there is one person who will not follow the right order. If he is told to come in formal attire, just because he was told to come in formals, he will come in informal dress. If he is told to do something else, he will do the total opposite of it. Another reason is to gain favors from superior. It might so happen that some superior will tell you to do a job which is not ethical, which involves something illegal, but just to get into the good books of the superior, you will do the job. To hide your mistake is another point, a very important one at that. So when you commit a mistake, to hide that mistake, there is a chance that you will do something illegal, careless, or dishonest. And then to hide that mistake, you keep on doing mistakes. So these are few of the reasons for commitment of malpractices. Moving ahead with some do's and don'ts of the code of conduct. Starting off with do's. Whenever you see or feel that your colleague or peers are facing any problem, talk to them, hear them out. If they need any help or support, be there for them. It is a proven fact that whenever we are feeling down, depressed, low, sad, or tensed, and someone walks up to us and just says, "Is everything alright? Do you want to talk about it?" Just that one statement makes us feel better already. Same applies to organizations as well. there is a high chance that you listening to their problems might reduce the burden on them mentally, and you might also have a solution for their problem which they could use. Second, you must try to reward and appreciate the best performance of the team to boost their morale. It is not only the responsibility of the team leader or the manager to appreciate and reward the best performance of the team, but the duty and the responsibility of the entire team, as the contribution that they made was for the entire team. Always treat your co-workers the way you want to be treated. This is as simple as saying, give respect, take respect. So treat others in the same manner you want them to treat you. Lastly, is lead by example and be a model employees for your co-workers to look up to. You cannot preach good if you yourself do evil. The same applies over here. You cannot tell other employees to be a model employee until and unless you yourself are not. Moving ahead to the don'ts part. Do not allow or entertain misbehavior, foul language, or any form of harassment from your co-colleagues. Because if you entertain them, the behavior will become even severe in the future. Next, do not take part in gossips or backtalks and don't criticize everyone in front of others. This is the favorite hobby that any human being has, is to gossip. We like to talk about others, we like to judge others, but that is wrong. We need to stop that, as it is not right to talk behind other people's back or gossip. Also, do not criticize someone in front of others because that can lead to their self-esteem being broken down. Do not take part in any form of malpractices such as taking money or anything else to get their work done. As I said earlier, we should not take part in gossips or talk about others. But if you find out that someone is hiding a criminal or unethical behavior from someone, it is your duty and your responsibility to report this to the concerned person. The last part of our training is principal ethics. Starting off with the first one is that you all should act in a professional manner and never misuse your power or authority. Always accept responsibility for your work and also for those whom you are responsible for, meaning that you should take the accountability and responsibility for a mistake committed by one of your team members as you were responsible for them. On the other hand, give them the credit that is due. You should maintain high standard of integrity across all functional levels. Encourage high level of professionalism among the people you work with. If you see any form of unethical practice being carried out, report it to a supervisor or manager. If you see someone from some other department committing malpractices or involved in unethical behavior or acts, inform the reporting manager. If you feel that the reporting manager is involved, you can report to the functional head. If you feel that the functional head might be involved, then you can report this to the head of HR. If you feel that it is far more severe than that, then you can directly report it to the management as well. Lastly, you should treat everyone with the same amount of respect, regardless of gender, marital status, sexual orientation, creed, color, race, or ethnic origin, religion, disability, or nationality. That was all. Thank you for being a part of this training and have a great day.